So what would you then do if you take this first step, go into dialogue? Maybe before you even go into dialogue, or while you are dialoguing, you see the other group going on with this.
You dialogue more. Because, honestly, you dialogue more because everything can be resolved through dialogue. Two people can't go crazy at the same time.
It's an interesting idea, because I mean, some people will say that what if that is the idea? You keep talking and nothing is happening. At the end of the day, do you get to have your own ideas across?
Okay, if you say you don't want a dialogue and you go to the street to continue with your rally, and then the police, or if even I would rather have the police go to disperse a rally than have thugs go to disperse the rally, because the damages that will be done will be more.
Some people are already seeing a situation where people will resort to self-help, you know, where if you write to the police, because I mean, it would also seem that the side of the police is not being heard in this one. The Commissioner of Police has said that, you know, on several occasions they have written for they've written for covers for certain occasions, and it turns out that those occasions were not what they had thought they were going to be. However, he's not complaining, but that this particular one that was dispersed by thugs, he did not get a permission. They did not get right for covering from the police, and so they cannot take responsibility. First of all, look at that side of the police. Do you think that is a tenable side in the very first instance?
Well, like I said earlier, if you write the police inviting them to give you cover, and they don't give you a positive answer, it means they are not with you. And the logical thing, as far as I'm concerned, would be to lay low and try and work it out.
Yeah, then Elizabeth comes up with this question, saying, look, when did the Nigerian police become a private body to decide which side they are on? Are they not supposed to protect all?
They are supposed to protect all. That is what they do. They protect all. And most times when they don't, when they advise you not to go ahead with a rally, it sometimes could mean that they have intelligence that you do not have, that the rally can turn out to be catastrophic, and they want to avoid that kind of scenario, which is why they will say, we would rather not have this rally.
Did you actually listen to some of the response given by the Rivers State Commissioner of Police concerning how and the role they played in either before the rally, during and after some of these rallies, for the one by the Save Rivers movement?
Yeah, I heard part of the telephone call he put through that morning, and where he said most times he reaches out to the governor and the governor doesn't pick, and the governor said it's a lie. How he has tried to advise them, but a lot of things will be said. Everybody will try to put up a case for themselves. That's standard.
You know, this matter, as explained out, is a test case for almost everybody, and just ahead of the elections, for the police, for INEC, for the citizens, for the electorates. Look at the National Assembly, how divided they are about this. Some of them are saying, listen, the IGP must be dismissed. Others say no. Some say, let the IGP come and brief us on what is going on in Rivers. Some say, outrightly dismiss the Rivers State Commissioner of Police. And these chaps, some of them want to get their positions back in the next election. So how do you even see them handling this? Because they are the ones who should be trying to mediate in this matter.
You see, the problem we are having is a case whereby lots of people are not being objective, and they are allowing their personal interests to overcloud their, would I say, reasoning in this matter.
Which are the people, the considered authority or the electorate?
Considered authority in this case. I say this because if you look at, okay, what has been happening in PDP in recent times, with the spate of defectors and all that, my own personal take on all that is that these are people who are serving their personal interests.
What do you think about the role of the police, if you were to say they've been objective or not in this matter?
role of the police in this particular case of Rivers, as I think from what the commissioner said, there's still a lot more to be explained. How objective they are. I see Rivers State being divided into two, and I see the police force taking a side.
Whose side?
Not the state government side.
That is what you objectively see?
Yeah.
So you're not buying the argument of the Rivers, because you also talked about getting cover. You talked about, if you were the one that did not get cover, you will back down. You also talked about don't you also think it's really possible that they never wrote? Are you assuming that this particular group of people did write and didn't get cover?
Well, I heard on TV the other time when the chief of staff to the Rivers State governor said they wrote to the police, intimating them about the rally, and so that confirms.
Do you need evidence for that? Because right now it's like it's their word against the commissioner of police's word.
Yeah, the commissioner of police says he didn't get anything. They said they wrote, so it's their word. But they need, if they wrote, naturally, if I write a letter to channels, I would have the letter endorsed. If I come myself, channels will endorse acknowledgements, right? So maybe they need to bring that kind of acknowledgement out for the public to see, to be sure that truly they wrote to the police. At the other hand, we also heard the governor say that he had advised the police not to come because they don't need their covering.